or a certain amount of clothing there in the home. You know what I'm saying? But Trina is a squatter.
Right, but it doesn't have to be just that, because I own rental properties, and also I own buildings, and a person can go and squatter in a building and there's no lease or anything, but it's just taking possession of a location that is not yours, right? So it's just anything that someone take possession of without wanting to abandon it for any reason.
So when you say somebody is a professional squatter, is this an occupation that she took up after she stopped selling cobbler?
No, it's not an occupation per se. But what I mean by professional is they do this regularly, right? So they'll go from one place to the next place to the next place doing this, knowing and being full aware of the squatter's laws. You know what I'm saying? In their state, because like I said, it all varies, right? Some states require you to receive a piece of mail in your name to a location. Some states require that you be there for more than 30 days. Some states require for you to have a certain amount of clothing there. You know what I mean? Like you could be there for 72 hours, but if you got, XYZ amount of clothing there, then you live there and they have to legally evict you from the property.
And we already know that Trina knows how to work the system. You could hear that from Nosy Bystanders Live when she kept asking her. So Trina, you said you have 11 days before you're supposed to be out of the house. Out of the apartment. What are you going to do? Trina did not have an answer because Trina knows the system. She already has multiple evictions. She knows how the process works. That even when they do go to file eviction, you're not put out that very same day. Trina is planning on staying there until the sheriff comes to put her shit out on the sidewalk without paying. She knows the system. She knows how many days that it's going to be. That's why she wouldn't say, well, I'm going to be moved out. I'm trying to find housing. I plan on being moved out before the 11 days is over, because she's not going to. She's going to make them take her to court. She's going to make them get a judgment. And she's going to make the sheriffs come and put a shit out on the curb.
So I don't know if Trina, I think y'all are saying her name is Dahlia. I thought it was...
her name is Taylor Davis.
Okay. I don't know if she has a car. I do know that I saw a young man on TikTok and he was living in a storage unit and they had electricity in there and they were going to the bathroom and using the shower at a gym. I would say maybe get her a storage unit just to kind of...
She already said she got a storage unit.
Okay. Get you a bed in there and put you some lighting and some pictures up on the walls. You can use TikTok for entertainment. And I think that will be sufficient until she can find something long term, because I don't think storage units really cost that much. So that can be like a short term solution.
Help her raise somewhere to the tune of almost $5,000.
Oh wow!
I'm not helping with shit. And the premise of us helping her was a lie to begin with. The entire thing, the story that she came up with, the reasonings, everything was a lie. It was all a lie.
Oh.
And this was just maybe 2.5, 3 weeks ago. So where's that money? You ran through fat bins. You clearly not paying no bills. I could see if like, you know what I'm saying? I could do 5 bin.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because I got bills. I could see that. But she does not. I'd be a fucking fool. And y'all would too, to help her with anything. I've also been made aware that she's doing this exact same thing on Twitter.
Oh, wow. They only post coochie over there, so I don't...
Well, she good for that. I got receipts on that too. So, again...
Oh, yeah, I forgot she did say that I was spreading her pictures and that was revenge corn. How can I do revenge corn on something that you put out on here soliciting prostitutization? You put your own pictures out here, and because I saw them somewhere while I was on live, then that's me spreading it. You took your own pictures and put them out here.
Well, were they good pictures?
Some of them was cute.
Hetty, I'm going to say
that they owe pictures because the Trina that's in them, they either owe or photoshopped. Because the Trina that's in them pictures is her face, But the Trina that we see here now regularly, two different.
But the Trina that we see now here regularly don't bathe regularly.
Oh Lord.
We've seen her in the same clothes for 3 days
on a
straight.
live, and I didn't know if I was looking at Trina or if they were still filming The Color Purple. I was confused on what I was looking at. But look, I'm finna go. I'm just being petty with the hoe because she be coming to lives being petty with me. I wish y'all the best and everything y'all got going on. Head up. I think this is fucked up. I think it's inappropriate as hell to put any situations on your children. So baby, be as petty as you want to be. Ride the fuck out. And Trip, you one of my favorite motherfuckers on this app, baby. You goes the fuck in. I know she in the comments, but baby, I be tickled pink, pussy green, laughing at her motherfucking ass.
Ooh.
Trip don't give a damn. Bye, Petty Bro.
Bye.
Love you, my P.
Bye for the haters. I love you too.
And Patty, no, baby.
What?
I went to your page, and that's how I have those pictures. Don't play me up here.
Well, I got the pictures.
What pictures did I haven't posted?
The pictures.
No, you know how we come through your live, and you know I put those recording, and you know I got the pictures of Trina through you. Because you were doing that damn
actually,
thing.
I didn't know you got them through me. But how I got them is because we were looking for the video of her when she had that episode with the Uber driver. When she said she felt like she did not get her order. We were looking for that video.
Yeah.
And on whoever's page that was, we were going through the videos because we didn't know which one it was.
Street.
Say that again.
That was TikTok Streets, if I'm not mistaken.
So we were going through that page, and that page had it. One of the videos that we clicked on was showing those pictures. So I didn't go looking for those pictures and then post them on my page and say, hey, y'all, look at this. Let me show y'all Trina out here trying to sell her booch cat. That's not what I did. We were looking for something else and came across those pictures while we were on live. But even if I did put those pictures on my page on purpose, she took those pictures of herself and posted them on the internet. You then can't say it's revenge porn because somebody shares what you already put out.
You made it. She made it public. We just made it publicer. But I will not lie. I definitely received an ad. Okay, because you was trying to sell that motherfucker. And you had 9 reviews. But I received a picture of an ad and I posted it. However, the only thing you could see was the bitch face because I was scared they was going to ban me. So I didn't post the whole shit. I definitely let people read what the ad said. But I just made it publicer. Shout out to Jolly Ginger.
Yeah, so nobody, and it was stuff she posted. So how can you say
the name of the site is xlamma XLAMMA.com. You can go see it yourself. It's public information.
Say that shit again.
X, the letter X, LAMMA.
Okay, gotcha.
And she on like 5 different sites, but you can Google the bitch and she'll come up.
But this is my thing though, because even all right. So granted, right? I if I pull up all that information, what does that have to do with the goals that she has, her cash apps? Like, what does that have to do with her getting money off this app for her rent, for her kids' tuition, and for like, that's what I'm trying to see. Like, I really do see what y'all are saying. Like, we're talking about her character, but I'm trying to see the lies.
The reason I posted, the reason all of that I had anything to do with as far as posting, because I can't speak for these 2 young ladies up here, but was because it spoke to her fucking character, and because she tried to speak to my children's character as if they were a threat in a sexual nature.
I get that. Okay.
Right? So when in fact I should have been the one, and again, I already know I was wrong. Y'all gonna chew me up in the comments. I get it. But I was dumb for, inviting a stranger into my home, when she could have potentially been the issue, the problem. You see what I'm saying? Like, because you put this sexual shit out about my children when you're the one that's hypersexual. You're the one that's over-sexualized. Well, over-sexualizing, because ain't nobody sexualizing you, bitch. I'm just saying.
Wait a minute, Patty. Petty. Wait a minute now.
What?
Real Tanya back in now. Real Tanya back in.
Who is
I
Tanya?
wasn't Toya, Toya. I wasn't
Toya.
I was saying that you was the truth, that I got those pictures from you before I found them anywhere. She said,
Oh, okay.
am I calling you a liar? No, let's baby. I'm telling you, don't do that, honey.
Okay. She just cleared it up, y'all. She wasn't calling me no lie. She was just saying that's where she got it from.
Don't do
That's
that.
what you
I
saw. So what
said
you saying, for the haters, what you saying is that's where you saw it first. That's
right,
not where
absolutely, absolutely, and that's what I said. Patty, let's say it, girl. You the truth. Those were my exact words. I got it. I record my shit. I was saying that I did get it from you.
From the live.
Right, right, absolutely.
I got you.
wasn't saying so. To get it straight now.
Toya, abort
Yeah, we
mission.
don't want no right.
Abort mission.
Yeah, no, it wasn't none of that. I be, no, I don't do that.
Okay.
No, I don't do that.
But yeah, it goes to just what we're saying. Now, I started questioning everything about Trina because I had an issue with her. And it wasn't even about the money. But that's what I chose to question. And some of the stuff just made sense. And some of the stuff didn't make sense. Why are you every single month, you're saying you're getting evicted? And you need to raise money every single month. And then they help you raise the money, $4,000. You say you have back rent. Then, oh, y'all, I forgot. I got 2 more months of back rent that I forgot about that I didn't pay last year. Bitch, how do you forget that you was 2 more months behind? So that would have mean you was 4 months behind. Your ass would have already been out of there. But then you come right back and say, I forgot I'm 2 more months behind. Okay? Then you just raise money, and then you come right back the very next week and say, I need $2,800 to move to an Airbnb. Where's the first set of money at? Like, did you pay the rent? Why you need a Airbnb?
Can I ask a question?
Let me
I'll just came up here to ask a question real quick.
Hold on, Omar. Hold on. I'm going to let
Okay.
you finish because this is going to be quick. Even if she paid the rent, Trina said that she was 2 months behind. She was asking for $1,580, which means that her rent was $790 a month, right? Walk with me, okay? $790 a month. We raised close to close to $5,000. Where's the rest of why do you need $2,800 again? How much? Come on, y'all.
So that's where it starts to come
Johnny
into
had
question
6
about the
apples.
money.
Can I ask a question real quick so I can get down? Chasing Pillows, is this a pro Trina page or live?
Why are you asking me that, Omar? What happened?
Because I follow you, you follow me, and somebody put a simple fact down there in the comments, and they got muted. Like literally, like I'm watching this shit right now, and I'm streaming the shit to a group chat, and we watching it. I'm like, what the fuck? I ended my group chat to come see this shit. Like, hold on, it ain't messy. No, fuck that. It ain't messy. Y'all gotta chill, dog. Y'all got that. It's bullshit. And I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean? Because I'm seeing people who in the comments who dumb as fuck who still believe in Trina dumbass after she keep using y'all dumbasses for money. And so what I'm saying is for somebody to put a fact down there, because I know it's a fact that those 8 evictions are true, because I know the motherfucker who sent them to K-Dub.
I was told that they were muted because they had doxed somebody's address.
They didn't dox no address. They said that it was true that she has 8 evictions if she lives in Toledo, Ohio.
Okay, but that's
Bye,
the
y'all.
thing.
Bye.
And she said that
That's the thing. We're
herself.
not gonna
Because she
dox-
told
that's what I'm
K-Dub don't come
told.
to Toledo, which let us know that that's where she's at. She's told us where she at.
I have the receipts if y'all want me to post it. Like we can count them ourselves. Her name is on each one of them. So if y'all want to.
Listen, I only got one mod in here. I usually have like less than half of the people in here, so they're doing the best they can. I was under the assumption that somebody had put an address, so that's what we're not gonna do. All right, so that's only it. That's why they got muted. All right, guys.
Okay.
Riddle me this, right? Riddle me this. Trina said that she was
Frankie, I'm gonna mod you.
Trina said that she was on a month-to-month situation, right? Can we all collectively agree to that?
Yes.
Because y'all fighting for y'all life in these comments. She said she was on a month-to-month lease, or she had a month-to-month situation going on, right? Here's the thing. If you are on a month-to-month thing, that means that you pay your money, you live there for that month. If you don't pay your money that next month, you're automatically going into eviction, right? They're going to start the eviction process. Okay. Now, of course, there's a process for that. So they're going to probably give you a 3 to 5 day warning, right? Or notice. There we go. A 3 to 5 day notice, right? 2 months behind on a month-to-month thing is unheard of.
But nobody was thinking about that though at the time.
I'm here to
because
tell
we
y'all
just
now.
trying to help somebody.
Because y'all asking
And
for
month to
receipts.
month.
When I first entered this chat, am I too loud? When I first entered this chat, I was hearing, okay, but who has the receipts? Where are the receipts? Hi, my name is K-Dub. I keeps receipts.
Okay,
Whoop, that
it's
is.
a month to month. I'm sorry, Petty. Go ahead, baby.
I said, whoop, that is. This how.
Okay, if it's a month to month, if I have a tenant that's a month to month, first of all, I even do my contracts on a month to month, because that month to month, when that 30 days, first of all, I don't understand how that is, because on my 30 days, you've paid me for the upcoming 30 days. Then when the 30 days hit, they have, from the time I give them a 10-day, they have 10 days to pay, or I start the process within by the end of that month, you have gone a month without paying and you're there illegally. And I immediately file papers so that, and the reason I do that is so that I can get the money when I go to court from that actual month. I don't wait to know 60 days. I don't do any of that. But but it's according to how your contract is written. And the thing that we're jumping from, as if we go by what you said, Kay, if she's not on the lease, then that it can't come into play. But that's why I'm saying I never did see the actual lease to say what's
Nobody's
the
seen
language
it.
in it.
Nobody has saw
Nobody's
the
seen it.
So I can't. So that's where I would be speculating, because I don't know the language that's in that contract or anything to say, and I don't know if she's squatting. So everything is hearsay.
Because she will not show any receipts. Y'all asking us to show them. We've showed receipts on what we've had and what we've experienced. So who gonna go over there and ask Trina for the receipts to see her name on the lease for that apartment, or to see her name or even show the receipt where she paid the back paid rent, or show the letter that's saying that they're not gonna lease to her anymore, and see her name and a date.
Right, but okay, on I don't want to say on her behalf, but
Yeah.
a question. How, is that really our business?
She said it.
Yeah, if they asking us for receipts,
No,
who's gonna ask her for receipts?
no.
She's
I'm
asking these
saying,
folks for money, and these folks are telling her, "Well, can we see the receipt? The lease agreement or the eviction agreement first. I'm gonna send you money. Just send me the lease agreement or the eviction agreement. The eviction letter first.
Damn.
Jesus, just send me the eviction letter or the lease first, and we're gonna send you the money. Why wouldn't you do that? Because, baby, I can hop right in my email and pull up my lease. I have a hard copy and I have a copy of it in my email. Because where I live, when I want to renew, they send me a copy, PDF form. I print it out, right? Screenshot it or take pictures of it or whatever and upload it and send it right back. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
It would have been so easy just to show the receipt from where she paid the back rent.
Why are we going through all of this if this is what I'm saying? If a person is innocent, and it could be as simple as showing a picture or an actual document. You holding it at this point, because bitch, Legion is a thing. Okay, I don't trust people with printers no more. Fuck the library. I don't care. But a actual picture with your name on it, you know what I'm saying, and the eviction shit or whatever the case may be. It could be that simple, and all of this could have went away. For them, it's forever gonna be up with me. But that's all. This ain't about me. It could be that simple. If y'all want to see the receipts, and that also speaks to her character. Because at first she was like, I don't want to have to get another eviction on my credit. It's going to buy me a couple of days, but it's going to set me back years. Remember that? And she said that shit verbatim.
Yes.
Right?
Hey, yeah, that's the question. I'm sorry, babe. That's the question. All of these evictions that everybody is saying she had. I've heard it's been 3. I've heard this will be the 4th one, or this is the 3rd one. You know, without a job.
Can you beg my back, please? Do you know what that means? You ain't new to this, right? You true to this? Can you make my back big?
I got you.
No, with all of these evictions and no job, I don't understand how she's getting all of these apartments or homes. I don't know what, she's actually staying in.
And that's another reason why I say her name is not on this lease.
Right. Because it's no way you could come in one of my homes without employment and evictions, multiple evictions.
That's why we saying she not on that lease.
So, I mean, but, I haven't seen, right. You muted, Kay.
You muted.
My apologies. When you are evicted from a property, that becomes public record. Okay? It ain't shit to hop on your local government website and pull this up. But this was all sent to me. Okay? Every single bit. I told y'all I'm a many things. I ain't never been a liar. Pull it up. Go on and hit your screenshot and zoom right on in. This is in blue. You see how this is this is all, so these are links. Okay? This is not something that I got on and I channeled my inner legion and created. No. Miss Davis is lying to y'all. But okay.
No, wait, I'm not saying by any that I'm not picking a side. I'm being neutral. I just wanted to ask those questions because for my notes for me, in order to show what I'm going to show, I just want to be right when I'm dropping something. So that's the reason I'm asking.
Well, I just hope that the people, people are saying, if you didn't give no money, then you shouldn't be asking for no receipts. There's people in my inbox that have given her over $900 each, and they've asked for receipts and got blocked. So what are y'all's excuse now? They gave money. I have the Cash App receipts, and they're asking for proof that she paid the rent and got blocked. So what is your excuse now? For the ones that's saying if you didn't give, it ain't none of your business. It don't matter why they asking me. It's because they feel safe with me without putting their name out because they don't want to be looked like as a dumbass for giving this lady over $900. They know I'm not going to release their name.
And I'm going to say to the comments, I don't know what chasing is, but I'm holding it up for him, but holding up for chasing, but some people do feel safer to speak to someone versus putting themselves out here, because you see how easy people can get attacked in these boxes for just having an opinion or asking a question. So I can see how they could go to Patty or Kay or anybody else. I get plenty of DMs myself, want me to drop, prove, or go to somebody's live show. I've been tricked at all of it, but it's because they don't feel safe if they come out and ask. So, we can't fault Patty for speaking or asking questions on behalf of.
Some of y'all asses is going to jail. Let me just say that. Y'all down in the comments talking about why they can't just claim it on their taxes as charity. Y'all ass is going to jail. Let me find out your real name so I can report your ass. Because it ain't just that simple. Because you give somebody some money through Cash App, you think you can claim that on your taxes as charity?
You still need a receipt in order to write something off on your taxes. You need a physical receipt proving that you did that.
And that it was to an actual charity. Y'all ass is going to jail.
This is a lot to stomach. I really appreciate everybody for being here and participating. Please continue to tap the screen. I personally, I will say this, right? Okay, so just from hearing everything, I do see how it could be very questionable about how you could be on here asking. I do see all of that. But at the same time, what I don't understand is the amount of pressure we're giving for this one individual at the same time. I don't see why.
I can answer that when you're ready.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So here's the thing. Nobody just came at Trina, right? So just follow me. Nobody just came out of the blue and came at Trina. Trina did something to every single person that's on her neck right now. It just happened that all of them came back to back to back, like within a 3-day time span, right? So it's her fault. She should have planned it better. Because you can't put nobody on the schedule. You can't do something to somebody and say, wait, I already got something going on with somebody else. I need to pencil you in for next week because I can only take one at a time. If you go out here fucking with multiple people at the same time, and then all of them decide to get on your head at the same time, you can't call time out. That's not how that works, right? You ought to schedule it better. If you know you can only take one at a time, then you ought to just, talk shit one at a time. But she effectively did something to me, to K-Dub, to Omar, to Rose, to Bullock. She did all of these in a span of just a few days. So when everybody come on her head and want to tell their experience or what happened to them, it's all at one time. So it appears that everybody is jumping on Trina, but we're not. Trina actively came for every last one of us. And we just happen to all want to get our lick back. Well, let me speak for me, getting my lick back. I don't know what they doing, but it just happened to all fall at the same time. But she initiated this shit. So it was on her schedule. She should have scheduled it better.
All right, so this is just like, okay, so all the smoke for Trina is essentially a response, is all that it is.
Yes.
Gosh, I don't know. I still feel like it's just a lot. I don't know. I mean,
it is, but it's on her schedule.
Oh my God.
She scheduled it. I mean, she knew what she was doing when she decided to come after each person. She knew what time frame she was on. And ain't nobody gonna wait to clear their name or talk their shit back. Nobody's going to wait.
I get what you're saying. I get it. I just can't help it. Like, the reason why I even brought her up is just because I just feel like I don't know how far is like really too far. Like, I guess there really is no
You
cutoff.
can't choose how far too far for somebody that's responding. I told Trina last Sunday I'm going to be on your ass for another 24, 48 hours. I gave her a warning. Then she gave some more shit talking about her daughter. So I added another 24, 48 hours. Every time she do something, I'm going to add some more time. So it's her.
Gotcha.
I literally was on a detox, if you will. The people who helped her raise that money held her accountable for making sure that she didn't put herself in spaces that caused a whole lot of drama and chaos into her life. She held that down for a minute. And then when she realized that the funds wasn't funding, she started slowly tiptoeing into people's rooms and playing these little games that she liked to play. Her people was like, hey, check that. Stop doing that. People who fuck with her was like, hey, chill out. Don't do that. I'm not going to do that. Okay, I'm going to chill. I'm going to stay in my room. Bop, 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 bop. And then where the big one happened was with Petty Row. And then there was a trickle off. It didn't even take 24 hours. And she came at K-Dub, Rose, and everybody and their mama could get it. Because the reality is, Trina has this thing where she likes the chaos. That's what she's accustomed to. That's her trauma response.
She said that she's great at causing chaos. She said that on live.
That is all that she's known.
Causing chaos.
So with the unprovoked behavior that she had, because none of this shit was warranted. There's no reason for her to have even disrespected Petty Row and call her out her name. There was no reason for her to get mad at K-Dub and say what she said. There was no reason for her to get mad at me for saying that I'm worried about the situation and what's going on. Huh?
We didn't hear nothing you said.
I did.
You going in and out.
I heard it.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, it's just me then. Okay, my bad.
Yeah, it might be you.
Don't repeat then. Don't mind me. Don't mind me.
But yeah, like none of everything was unprovoked with Trina. But also, and I told a couple other people, Trina, I believe, me personally, has a degradation kink. I think that she likes to be degraded. I think she likes that energy sent her way. From all the information that I've gathered over these past 2-3 days that people have sent to me, and I've seen how she responds to the chaos, it fuels her and also fuels her to be able to go and victimize herself and get people to sympathize and feel sorry for her. It helps her with this entire persona that she's putting on for the masses.
Let me ask you this. How long have each one of you all known Trina? Because are you all just realizing some of the things that you're saying right now? Like when you said, Roger, that it was in the last 3 days or whatever, did you not know this prior to, even when she was on the morning show, did you not know all of these things about her?
So I have not been around that long.
Okay.
However, I did notice certain characteristics about her, but I also was one of those people that was like, why won't they get out her face? Like, why won't they leave that girl alone? Like, people who was very close to me was like, Rose, don't fuck with her. And I'm like, I want to see for myself. I feel like she deserves a chance, right? I feel like she deserves to have a real one by her side that fuck with her. You know what I'm saying? Who ain't gonna play no games with her or whatever the case may be, who gonna love her on purpose, right? So I gave her a chance. Mind you, my first introduction with Trina, she was actively bullying me behind a bitch named Cosmic, who she thought she had the tea on or the information on, and attacked me because of a lie. And so from there, I could have did what everybody else did. It was like, nah, fuck her, bop, 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 bop. But in my mind, I'm very big on, we can have a sisterhood and not have started off as best friends, right? It can build into something. That was my mindset, because I really do want to have a community of women who actually fuck with each other. And yeah, we may have had disagreements, but we can still come into a space and have a neutral ground and have conversation and get along. That's my idea. So she started coming around, and, you know, I got to know her a little bit. Do I know this girl personally? Like, we talk on the phone every single day? Fuck no. However, there would be conversations that we had on panels, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm getting more into who she is. She's a cool person. She cool when she ain't scamming niggas. She has a great mind when she's not playing games on people's emotions. She's a great person when she's not playing games.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, Rose, they bananas you, love. I don't know if you want to try to appeal and come back.
Well, I'm going to say this and then I'm going to go ahead and drop.
Yeah.
I don't know her like that. I only know of her.
I have no idea, Rose.
I only know of her, and knowing of her is always been her into it with somebody. Talking shit. She says, you know, she's a master at reading people. So that's what she likes to do. So that's all I've ever known of her. And then the stuff with Jonathan Moss with the 3.5. That's all I really know. I've never spoken to her outside. Well, I take that back. I did speak to her. I'm not just going to give you money. I tried to reach out to her. She was asking for money. And I was like, well, do you got some services that I might need for one of my businesses? But it ended up not working out because what I was asking her for, like prices and do you offer this, she wasn't sending me. And I got tired of asking. So it just didn't work out. So I was trying to help her. I will pay you for a service. I'm not just going to give you money. I'll pay you to do something, probably pay you a little bit more than what the actual cost is, but you're going to have to do something for the money. But that's all that I knew of her. I had no real personal relationship. So, but yeah, but that's my 2 cents. That's my evidence. Trina is the receipt. As I said before, I'm going to be downstairs.
Thank you, Patty.
You're welcome.
I've only known Trina for a short while. I knew nothing of, and still have never really been in the morning show. That's Diamond, right? I ain't never been in that. And I'm not, y'all, please don't start. But I've never been on, in that, on that side of TikTok. It's hard for me to get up there early in the morning anyway, but I've never been on that side of TikTok. So I knew nothing of Trina. Yes, for a short while. I don't really know her or didn't know her, you know what I'm saying, enough to be like, oh, whether she was a scammer or not at that time. But I learned in a very short time span that this girl is like every bit of the boogeyman, or at least she tried to be anyway. So no, I didn't know that she had these characteristics or anything like that prior to this. Anybody, and I've counted at least 3 people in the chat saying, who told me before I even did or said anything in regards to Trina, well, I don't think you should get involved with that. Leave that alone. I don't want you to, be tied to that or whatever. And I'm like, they would tell me these horror stories or whatever. And I'm like Rose said, I'm kind of a see it for myself kind of girl. You can't just tell me anything, like that or whatever. So, and now I see it for myself, and that's what it is. But no, prior to this, I knew nothing of Trina being like this or of Trina really.
Okay, I was just asking because for you all to say you're just learning, or I was wondering how long had you all known her?
I've known of Trina, so like I hate to say I know her because like I don't really.
Y'all got any more questions for me? I'll be in the comments if y'all need me.
Okay, kiddo, no problem. I appreciate you coming up. Yeah.
No problem.
But I don't really know Trina directly. I just know of her from the time when she came to the app and she had the whole thing with John Moss about the 3.5. And I remember that whole situation. And even from the time that it happened, I was like, so John was a John that got
Right.
he got essentially he got, and I hate to put it like that because I hate to I hate to kind of like, just invalidate his feelings, but essentially he got God. She did what she was supposed to do. She did what a lot of women do. Use what they got, and she got what she got out of the whole situation. So I don't know, but that's how I know of Trina. That's pretty much where I think most of us got introduced to her. Around that time.
But why? And this is the question: if you know of that, and you're saying that he got, why would you not think that if she got him, she wouldn't get someone else? So that's the question I'm asking you, because you're saying you may not believe all of this, which is understandable, but you can believe that. And we didn't have all of the proof on that neither. So where is the judgment for this, but not for that?
Well, unlike this, I'm gonna be real with you. John, he did actually go through messages. Like, he did low key show proof. He did show, like, he kind of broke it down too. I think the video is still up someplace, but he broke down the text. He explained, like, why he sent her money this day and why he sent her money that day, from start to finish. So it kind of gave like more context as to what, was really going on. But I don't know, for this, I still don't have any, like, right. I mean, I hate to say it because I feel like this is the
But fam, listen, what you're saying. I mean, what everybody really saying really makes sense. What everybody is saying, to be honest. But if I go by what you're saying, he dropped text messages. Okay, we saw Kay drop text messages. But, if we're not going, and that's the question, how can we believe some but not believe others? And they're all doing the same thing. She dropped text messages, so did he, but you're asking the question, are we sure this happened? And that's why I'm asking you, what was so pinpoint and direct to make you actually believe him?
I mean, that's a good question. I mean, really, it I guess it just goes to like what it was really about. I guess it's different when it's like 1v1 versus however many people. Now it seems like there's like a dozen people that got a problem. I don't know if that's what it is. Like, maybe it was more personal as opposed to, like, it really just seems like, I'm not even gonna hold you. It seems like from the time that Nosy went live, right, and started giving Trina her flowers, it just seemed like a big, just from there. Like, everything just went downhill. Nosy went up there and said, yeah, I like Trina. Trina's this, Trina's that, giving her flowers, giving her props and respect. And then it just seemed downhill. I don't know. That's how I took it. I took it like, it just seemed really like, it seemed real manufactured at first. Like, everybody got a problem with Trina now, like everybody. But it's like what Petty's saying. If Petty's saying, it's just how things happened, how things started lining up. I don't fucking know. But it just feels to me like it's an attack. I don't know. I can't help but feel that way. I can't help but feel like there's this one person. Somebody came up here before. I think her name was Cash Money. And she broke it down really, really eloquently. She was just like, what did she say? If the person is obviously in some type of need, in some type of situation, like, yeah, right, in some type of crisis right now, like, obviously, like, if you wanted to feel like you had one up on her or you're better, like, you're already there, because you're not in a crisis where you don't have to ask for help. You don't have to, reach out your hand to nobody. But it's turning into like this whole, like, well, Trina said this to me, so, so Trina, I want to know, what did you use this money for? Listen, I come from the world of receipts, the land of receipts. If I don't see any receipts, any proof, it's kind of like it didn't happen. I'm gonna be honest with you, I wasn't there.
Right, but
I
you
don't.
said, right, but what you said was with him, he had the text messages and, kind of like you were saying that you really believed him. But now here are multiple people saying the same thing, and you're torn not to believe them. Is it because you believe it's of the mass and you don't want to believe because you think they're all ganging up on her? Or is it because you just don't want to believe? What is it?
But what is showing, so like, my thing is this, right? And I have respect for Petty. I got respect for K-Dub. I'm not trying to throw them under the bus.
No, absolutely.
But what is showing somebody's like sex work? Like, what is that proof to people? Like, if we're not shaming, right, people that do that type of work and people that are in that field, right? Why are we showing, like, what is that proving then? Showing like the rates, telling everybody what site she's on and blah 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 blah. Like, what are we gaining from
But
that?
okay, but you just called John the John. So if you're calling John,
Essentially, yeah.
right, so you're really doing, exactly the same thing. Because if John is the John, okay, and they're showing whatever they're showing about Trina, that, then what is actually the difference? That's the only thing I'm trying to understand. How are you coming to a conclusion on one side, but not coming to a conclusion on another one?
I do have the storyline. Stop being mean. Like, chill out. I don't think you know who you're talking to. I do have the storyline. Like, come on now. Come on. I'm sorry. Come on, Chet.
No, I know you know it. I know you know it. But I'm just, I'm reading the comments and some of them are not getting it. So I'm just doing that so that you could explain. Because, his videos are still up. We know it. But for those who don't, spill it.
Okay. My thing is this. I stand firm in how I feel. I feel like maybe sometimes we do go too far. I don't feel like showing somebody's like, what they do for work or any of that really pertains to what they need money for right now, today. I feel like I could have worked on OnlyFans or OF for such and such period. I could have racked up some money. But if I'm in some type of crisis or I need some type of help, it shouldn't be like this thing where I should be ashamed. I don't know. Like, cause I kind of feel like everybody's starting to like cross over like how they feel personally about Trina into what she's doing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it's kind of intersecting with each other. Like, okay, you don't like Trina, that's cool. You don't have to like everybody, that's fine. So you don't have to like Trina. Okay, you don't have to even give her any money either. That's even better. But you're saying you got people that's sending you messages of oh, she blocked me after I sent money. Has anybody showed any proof of any of this, or are we just like going based off of like just what everybody is saying because people are just jumping on the bandwagon, just want to agree just to be in with the in, like just want to agree, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all help me please. I know y'all know what I'm saying, right?
So I get what you're saying, and I wanted to like kind of, I mean, when I was in here before, there were not that many people. But I'll say this, I understand like how it feels for people who are directly involved in the situation to feel deceived, to be hurt. Like, I think that, generosity is important. I think that like we are all, well, not all of us, but a lot of us are people who move from a genuine place. And so to feel like you've been lied to or deceived, it's hurtful. And like, I don't want to take that away from anybody. But I've kind of learned from my own little situation on this app of like, I can't expect me out of everybody else here. I cannot expect everybody to view the situation the way that I view it. I can't expect people to move how I want them to move. I'm hearing a lot of, well, if I was Trina, I would do insert whatever it is that you would do. And I think that's great. But like, you are not her. She is not you. And like I said before, at the end of the day, the person who has to deal with the consequences of this situation is Trina. If she did indeed scam money from people and she's using it to like, go put a down payment on a BMW, the person who will have to like find a way for her child to eat and for her to have housing is Trina. If she misused it, the person who has to deal with that stuff is her. And the people, so I feel like it's one of those things of like, it's tea. I get it. We're all nosy. We all love everybody's business. And also she's a content creator. And technically the way that she monetizes her platform is by putting her business out there. So it makes sense why people are asking her questions. But I don't know. I just think it's there's like a level of entitlement that people feel of like, well, why won't you answer this? Well, you didn't give me this. So what's going on with that? And it's just like, you're going to get what you're going to get. You're going to come to your own conclusions. And that's going to be that. At the end of the day, like you knowing whether Trina has an active eviction or not is not going to help you sleep at night. You knowing, like seeing the piece of paper of Trina's eviction, you weren't going to give any money to her anyway. So you've already decided in your head she's a scammer. For somebody like K-Dub, for, other people who, again, are directly connected to the situation in terms of helping her raise money, I 1000% like understand why you feel the way that you feel. For everybody else, we're just consuming tea, but at the same time, like this is this person's life, and I know a lot of you won't be happy until the girl is like live streaming from a paper box on the side of the road.
How much money did you give?
Oh, I didn't give anything because I'm not interested in supporting her in that way.
Shut your ass up then. You telling everybody else to shut up. If you didn't give, you shut your ass up and get back downstairs.
So here's the thing. I was actually up here before offering my opinion on the situation, just like everybody else. Like, what do you want from me, honestly?
Okay, I got a couple questions for the host. Okay, so don't you know how like when you see a Karen doing some fucked up shit that makes her a fucked up individual, and then people get on and they find her job and they find out where she goes or said person goes to school or XYZ type shit, you know what I'm saying? That's exactly what the fuck is happening here. Except for her job is scamming motherfuckers on the internet. So all that we trying to do is make people aware. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's the exact same concept. It is the exact same concept. And then my next question is how, like, we've offered so many different receipts. How many receipts are you expecting? You know what I'm saying? And then lastly, cause I see the question is like, how far is too far? Ain't no such thing as too far when it comes to me. In my situation, again, this ain't about me. Right? But it's definitely not no end to this shit at all whatsoever. But as far as what is the point of bringing up her sex work or whatever the case may be, she did this. She put that shit out there. She said that's how she got known on TikTok. That's been out here. She put that shit out there. You know what I'm saying? But now the next job that she get gonna be either extremely discreet or not fuck with her at all because of this type of shit here. They're not going to want to be tied to this shit here. They also going to know not to come stay with them because she's going to squat in their shit, destroy their property, and sell their belongings. So it's the exact same concept as like a Karen. People going to go look for where that person works or go to school or, you know what I'm saying, like whatever the case may be, and they're going to make that information public, and then everybody is going to call up to the job, call them for that person to be fired, call them for them to be kicked out of school. It's the exact same concept. Except her job is like selling punana and being on TikTok. So I just came up here to tell you
So,
that.
Kata, before you drop that, let me just ask you a question then. If you could say that, then right? So if we all knew, right, her previous whatever she does for work, how come you still felt comfortable enough to extend a helping hand?
I did not know until after the fact. Again, I said I had only known Trina for a short while. I didn't know that was a part of who she was until after the fact. I didn't find these things out. A lot of this information that I've been receiving has literally been pouring into me over the past 72 hours. And this shit began Sunday night, going into Monday morning.
And my question would be to you. All of the people that has given you all of this information, if they're on TikTok, why were they not giving you that when you all were raising money?
That's what I'm saying. It's not. It wasn't. That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry. Right. That's what I'm saying. Okay.
To stop and say, "Wait a minute, Kay. Wait. Do you know what you're doing? Hold on a minute. Let me DM you. Wait a minute. Come out the live for a second." And I'm not saying I'm not against Trina nor for her. So I'm just asking,
right. Let me explain. Okay, so
Okay, babe.
Let me answer your question. To answer your question, you would honestly have to ask them, but I won't lie and say that people didn't try to warn me and be like, okay, well, the case situation dragged, all this, and is kind of dead. Adriana, bitch, you not even, get the girl. Anywho, ain't shit dragged about this. I'm telling you, I'm going to talk about it until I'm bored with it, bitch. Was it your child that was caught a predator? Was it your children who could potentially be affected by it? All right, then shut the fuck up. Anywho, to answer your question, ma'am, people did try to warn me, right? But not so much as like with the information that I have now, okay? They just pretty much were telling me like, I don't want you to get involved in this, leave that bitch alone, like don't fuck with it, let that shit go. You know what I'm saying? Like don't even involve yourself with that side of the shit. Like that or whatever. So they tried to warn me. And of course, like I said, I had to see it for myself. But now that I've seen it for myself, the amount of information that I have now, like having the address to her child's school, that's them feel some type of way. And even now with them feeling some type of way, that's not warranted, right? I said, stop sending me that kind of shit. I don't want that. Like, what's up with that? That shit is mad weird. I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to put her baby in harm's way or no shit like that. We're not operating like that. And I asked them not to send that information to anybody else.
Okay, but
you know what I'm saying? But
wasn't it was it the 4,000 that you were helping to raise?
Yeah, it was almost 5, but yeah, I was there for that one to help her raise that money.
And I'm for helping anybody that needs help. So I'm not against nor for, but that's a lot of money for.
She had no idea that was the type of money that people were going to give.
Okay. I didn't know whether it was how much you all were trying to raise.
The goal that was 15.
Okay, love. I didn't, I'm just asking because I don't know.
The amount of the goal that was set was 1580. That's fine, and I don't have a problem with giving you the information, darling.
Okay.
I don't have a problem with answering any questions that you have. The original goal that was set was 1580, right? Now, although that is a decent chunk of change, that's not all just completely life-changing.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, yeah, cool. We can help with that. That's not a problem. All that I saw was a black woman and her mother. Don't report me, girl. A black woman and her mother,
her baby.
I mean, a black woman and her daughter.
You got flagged. I don't know if you want to drop
down and come back up.
Yeah, come back, baby.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Hello, everybody. First of all, I don't want to speak. Here's the thing. Kay has a very kind heart. That's just like somebody coming to me and be like, girl, I'm in a bind. This is what's going on. I might not sit there and go, okay, well, show me proof of this, and this, and this. before I help you. Because sometimes that make people feel like, okay, I'm being a fucked up individual. So she went into that situation blindly because it's like, okay, she sees a black mother with her child talking about, hey, I'm getting ready to be homeless. Pulling on her heartstrings, because knowing the type of person Kay is, she's going to go, okay, what can I do to help? How? And she went in head first. Should she have taken the time to vet her? Yes, she should have. However, we don't always do that. Sometimes we just be like, okay, this is what you needed for. This is what you said. All right, here you go. And it
Let me
wasn't like,
interrupt real quick because I can make this very simple, right? I'm a black woman, okay? We see black women on this app that struggle with their children regularly, right?
It's some issues, Kay. Go back and come back.
Is this better or is it still bad?
Yeah, it's better, babe.
Okay. I'm a black woman. We see black women go through things, especially with their children, regularly, and nobody does anything. Everybody stands silently or takes a blind eye to it, right? I chose to try to do something about it unknowingly. Should I have vetted her? Absolutely, right? Because people can come with sob stories all day long. But I saw a black woman in tears, and honestly, I felt like in that moment, do you understand how desperate you have to be to come to the internet and beg people for money to help you just because you don't want you and your baby to be on the street? That's the way that I saw it. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not going to put this off on the people who bringing me the information or they bringing the shit to me now. They could have, but there's no telling whether that would have deterred me from it or not, because it was happening right then. There was no time to do the research, and all that I saw was it happening right then. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
We see black women go through these types of things day in and day out, and I took action, right? And I've apologized to the people who support me, because I have received messages from people like, dang, Kay, I only get because of you.
Right.
Because you was up there. Woo up the bam. I've apologized so many times, and I'll win. You know?
Right. I mean, I
many times as they need me to. You know? However,
I don't know if her sir.
We are is to answer your question.
Mute for a second and see how they reporting you or something, because
no, it looks, you have like the little red bar next to your name, so it looks like your service might be bad.
I was connected to some Wi-Fi. To some Wi-Fi. I'm not connected to that Wi-Fi no more. The Wi-Fi was the issue. What I'm saying is I could have vetted the information, right? Or vetted Trina prior. So yes, that part completely and solely falls on me. You see what I'm saying? However, everything that transpired after that is still problematic, and it's still the issue, because everybody's not lying, okay? And damn sure everybody's not lying on Trina. Nobody is saying, oh, well, Kay took the money and she said the whoop, 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 whoop. No, that's not the problem. We raised damn near $5,000 for this girl in the span of an hour, maybe an hour and a half. And then the very next day, 48 hours later, now she needs $2,800 because they accepted her money, which we all know that that's a lie, because once the eviction process starts, they don't want your money unless you finna pay it off in full, right?
Right, absolutely.
So now you need $2,800. So now people are side-eyeing it like, what is you talking about? Then she getting on, I think. But that's another conversation for another day, because what I think really don't matter. The facts are, yes, they could have brought the information to me sooner. I don't know why they didn't bring it to me sooner. Honey, you will have to ask them, right? However, I cannot say without a shadow of a doubt that would have deterred me from helping that black woman at that time. Absolutely. You see what I'm saying? My issue was not that I helped her or whatever the case may be. The issue is that we were lied to. You defrauded the public. You see what I'm saying? That's the issue. It's almost like, it's borderline like victim blaming, like, you know what I'm saying? And that's not, because y'all know I hate these TikTok terms, but it's borderline like that, because you can't be like, oh, well, shit, why would you even give her the money? Baby, why didn't you?
Right,
If you
but
saw a black woman, if it was you, because you a black woman, and you honestly were getting evicted and you had this baby, wouldn't you want people to help you?
right,
Exactly. You see what
right,
I'm
right.
saying? So that's
I
all that
get
that was for me.
I get everything you're saying, but from a business person, and I do have a nonprofit, and we do give, and I get how, you make me think about how hard it is for people to get from our nonprofits because of just these things right here. When we're helping, you're going to have to provide us with a lot of information just because of this, because we're taking people's money that have been donated to us to give to someone. And we don't want to
Sorry,
say,
I got an
Sorry,
event to go
Rajetta,
to,
can I
y'all.
stop you first?
I'm gonna drop
sure,
down.
I'm sorry, baby.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm gonna drop down. I got an event to go to, but I'll be live later. And if y'all still live, I'll just come over here, okay?
All right, K-Dub, I
Right now I'm
appreciate you.
listening, so I'll be in the comments. I can respond like that, but it's about to get really loud where I am.
Okay.
Okay.
So I think that Kay, I do think it, for whoever is like, oh, well, why didn't you do this, Kay? Why didn't you do that? I don't see what she did wrong in her actions. I actually saw a little bit of the live. It was too emotional for me. People were sharing a lot of traumatic events. People were crying on camera. Like, it was incredibly emotional. And I think that like what they were doing was genuine. I think genuine things were shared there. So I don't see why people are like trying to, hindsight is 2020. Of course, now everybody's like, well, why didn't you ask this question? I get that. And that's why I'm saying like, I extend grace to Kay. In those moments, like, it's not about, well, who is this person? What you act, you see someone, hurting and you act. And I think that like, if that's in you, like, don't let events like this, like squash that spirit in you. I think that the like questioning of the, well, why didn't you do this? And why didn't
I think
you
Kay
do
said, will
that?
you drop her, please?
What are we doing with that?
What you say?
Excuse me?
Said in drop her.
I don't know.
You went out, so we couldn't understand you either.
Oh shit, I'm
Kay
sorry.
said, drop her, please.
Oh, Kay said drop her.
Okay.
Here's the thing too, like, Kay is in a catch-22. Because let's look at it. If she would have said, I'm going to help you, but I'm not going to help you till you tell me this, and that, then people been like, oh, that's messed up on Kay's part. Either way she turns, she's still at a crossroad at this catch-22. Now, the lady that has the business, the nonprofit, was your nonprofit always ran like that? Because you said because of things like this is the way it was set up, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so here's the thing. Kay doesn't have a nonprofit. So if she didn't have any knowledge of stuff like this, or no reason to believe that, hey, this is exactly how this is going to go, she wasn't prepared for that. All she saw in her heart was a mother who was getting ready to be homeless with her child. And if you know Kay, you know. Kids are her soft spot.
Wait a minute, let me clarify something. I wasn't saying anything bad against what she did. I said, now that I see it, I can understand why things like this are in place.
Yeah, we all can understand.
Right, right.
But like with her, with Kay, we did not. I'm gonna tell you, I told her. I was one of those ones when she keeps saying people told her not to deal with the shit. It was me. I was one of those people. But at the same token, like, coming from her heart, and her heart is always genuine and pure, she was like, well, maybe, people have this optimism when they be like, well, maybe they changing, they just need this help. They did do some messed up stuff in the past, but let me work with them because they change. Only to realize they still gonna bite you in the ass. I mean, would she do it over differently? Probably not. Probably not. Was it a little bit too far? Some of it was. But I can't tell her that it was taken too far when somebody's putting that type of label on her sons. And see, a lot of people are focusing on the money. The bigger issue for Kay is the label in that jacket that was put on her sons. The money part, she might have got over that. But as a mother, you put a jacket on my sons that can potentially follow them and hurt their careers. And then said, I don't give a fuck.
Kay.
Kay's not here.
No, I was saying chasing. They're saying in the comments they need some help. I believe they need some more mods.